Good morning, good morning. It's been a long time. It's been a month since I've been out. Yep, full 4 weeks sitting home resting after a road traffic accident with a lorry at work. It's not my fault, but these things happen. So I hurt my shoulder and my neck, and I've not been able to lift the machine, or not swing it, and I wouldn't have been able to enjoy anything. So I was told to rest by the doctor, so that's what I've been doing. And hopefully today will be good. It won't be cut short because I'm in pain or anything. So yep, I'm back out on my favourite bit of land. I've tucked myself away up in a corner with the two boundaries and what I think is an old footpath. It doesn't show up on the maps now, but I'm pretty sure there was one here. I've had a few good bits in this area. Had some love tokens, 2 love tokens, crotal bells, musket balls, the usual bits and bobs, and hammer coins. So it's been ploughed, but it's not completely flat. It's quite rocky, a bit like the surface of Mars or something. It's going to be hard on the feet by the end of the day. 13-inch coil on, just to take it easy a bit with weight. I might stick the bigger coil on. We'll see how we go. Nothing new other than that. No new bits and pieces. But fingers crossed. First out in a month we find something good. So if you like the channel, sorry there's been no videos for a couple of weeks, but there will be some more. I can promise you. Now the weather's getting better, hopefully the sun will shine. It's not too cold, but looks promising. Hopefully the sun will be out and there'll be some good stuff to be found. And I will come back to you on the first good thing. Failing that, anything. Right, let's go. Well, here we go. 3 meters in. Here she is. That's going to be my only musket ball of the day, I'm sure. I don't want to be digging these up all day, as much as I used to love them. Well, yeah, it looks to be a part of a very old toy car. Only going by what the wheels are made of and how small they are. I'll probably put that about 60s maybe. Just guessing, just a rough guess, but yeah, other than that, there's no clues on that to how old that is. But yeah, it's very quiet at the moment, but I'm putting it down to the fact that it's really quite, there's like boulders everywhere, so it keeps the coil high. I say high, about 2-3 inches higher than I want it to be. So obviously my depth will suffer slightly. But yeah, there we go. Alright, let's carry on then. Let's try a live one, shall we? Smart find. Just down the bottom there. Sounds alright. I'm not going to try and dig that one ended, so oh, I might do actually, that's okay. Dug a few at the moment and they haven't been very deep. I'm losing a few inches due to the ground condition. So you never know. This could be a shallow one. Oh yeah, we're out. I won't use my pro pointer. It's in there. It's in there. There we go. Not in that bit. It's in there. Ah, that looks to me like a shotgun end. Never mind. Never mind. Could have been better. Ah, dear. Yeah. This one was interesting. It was such a sketchy, poor signal. I was only getting 1 beep, not double beep, that you'd normally get off a DD coil. But I thought, you know what, I'll persevere, because it's not been too many targets. Took me ages to locate it properly. And when I dug it, there it is there. I thought it was looks a bit like the other half of a toy car. And I thought, oh, I found the other bit, but it's not. That's something Quite fun. Wow! There you go, look at that. Look at that pattern suddenly pop. Look at that. Right, won't be rubbing that anymore. Look at the pattern on there. It's quite decorative on the end. It's got, I felt them just then. It's got 2 pins on the back. Must have been some sort of clasp, maybe. Ooh, that's old. That's cool. Right, that was such a sketchy signal. It wasn't even that deep. It was, mind you, more like 8 inches plus 2 to 3 inches air gap with these big lumps. So I suppose you're looking at a foot. That's probably why it was so sketchy and all over the place, but well worth digging. Yeah, liking that. I'll give that a clean at lunchtime and go over what I've got. Nothing else to report at the moment, so let's move on. Yeah, let's try again. I did this live, but without the camera turned on. Haha, but there you go. I just realised, but I haven't actually got it out yet. It is in there. I'm going to go with coin because it's a decent size, unless it's just a really big button. Let's have a go. And it's a really big button. But it's nice. See the gold there glinting? Hang on. Just make out the gold glinting on the edge on the left. That could be nice. It looks like it's got some sort of a patterned edge. Oh, that was so coin-like. Never mind. Yet to find a coin, but I've only been here about 45 minutes, so let's carry on then. Let's keep going. Right, quick tea break. That's the button. I think it's got Made in England written around it, and it does have gold on this side. You can't really make it out. It's very, very faint there. Yep, that's come up lovely. It's quite crudely designed actually, and inscribed in some way. I think it's like a strap end or some sort of leather fixing. The pins on the back. 2 other buttons, and I'll just drop the musket ball. There's the musket ball, and there's the wee bit of car, and that's pretty much down at the moment. Turns out I think I've actually walked over this bit a few times, so I'm going to move up about 20 feet, 30 foot, and try from there. But yeah, that's my tea break after. That's about 2 hours. Not very much, but then I have been over it before. I know I have, because I'm finding old holes that I've filled in. I can just tell where I've been. So, yep, finished my cup of tea and let's do a bit more. Oh, it's been a while since I've had a decent, stable signal actually. But it's in here. It's can you see the edge? Now, this could be like before. It could be another button, or is it going to be a small, like farthing type coin? Have a look. Oh, I don't know. Actually, that's looking a bit coin-like to me. Ooh, yeah, thinking it is. Let's have a little clean, and all shall be revealed, hopefully. Well, first coin of the day, and it was a farthing. I was right. If it's going to focus on the date, it is a 1901. So it's a very late Victoria farthing, and there she is on the back there, and that's like the morning, the widow head Victoria. I imagine that will clean up pretty well. That's in pretty good nick. I'm just not going to scratch all that mud off. I can see it's a farthing. I've just got a toothbrush and got the date, and that's all we really need for now. Yeah, happy with that one. It's taken a while, but I think I've actually managed to get onto a bit that I've never touched, so although it's bumpy and lumpy, I should actually find something. So let's hope to get a couple more like these. Brilliant. Right, crack. This was the most annoying signal ever. It was deep, You can tell it was in the, where it's quite dry, a good 6 inches down. It was in the damp soil at the bottom. I'm going to say this is older than Victorian, probably. Let's have a light rub. Similar size to that farthing I just had. Just give it a little clean with a little bit of spit. I can't be bothered to walk back and get me water, but yep, there's marks on it, but I'm not going to clean it out here like that. I'll wreck it, but hopefully when I go back for a drink shortly I'll have another look. So I have to wait, but I've got a feeling it could be like a farthing again. So yeah, let's find out. Can you see that at the bottom of the hole? Now, I don't know. I just had to poke my head in there. I dug it out and it rolled back in, and I flicked the machine over it and just broke that clump off. And I don't even know what that is. It's big and shiny, so it can only be a good thing. But that is definitely big and shiny. That was deep in this wet mud, deep to deep, and it was a bit not hazy. It wasn't a bad signal. I wouldn't have dug it, but I don't know. That looks like. Look at that! It says Victoria, but I've never seen one of them. I don't even know what that is. Let's have a wee look. Ooh! Hang on camera that looks really smooth, and it is really smooth, but there we go. I can't even clean that because there's nothing to clean off. That looks like a... hang on. It is a florin. That's a big florin there is, surely. Look at that bad boy. Very smooth, but hey, happy days. I can't, hang on, can't see a date. 1 florin on the, I don't know what that says on the bottom there. Hang on, I'm going to see if I, see what it says, see if I can get a date, because I can't see a obvious one. Hang on. Around the bottom it says 1 something of a pound, so whether that's 1/10, 1/5, somewhat, I can't remember. Can't remember how many of these make up of a pound. And I've just googled it. That's the date there in numerals, so I'll have to look that up later. Cool, I like florins. Don't find many. I actually wear a florin that I found. Ooh, that ring there is a florin. Get it off, I'll show you. That's a florin. This is a... where's the date? 1921 it is. There you go. Let's have a quick look. I don't think I've ever bunged this online before. But yeah, see, 1921. This is a George florin, and all around the inside there is what would have been. There you go. Let's see. That was yeah. I made this out of George V florin. There you go. This is George there. 1921. That's florin. I made it because it was a high percentage silver, but yeah, I made that, so I always wear it. And I'm not going to be making one out of this though. That's the best find I've had for, well, a month. There you go. If I find some more stuff like this today, it will make an interesting day, because it's been a bit quiet this morning. I had 2 coins in a row, now 3 coins in a row. But I've just ventured to I think I've got to the bit where I've not dug before, so happy days, happy days. If I can get a date off this, I'll stick it along the bottom in some text when I do the video. But yeah, brilliant. Get some of that black off, and that'd be awesome. another shallow one. Oh, this is uncomfortable, this floor. Can you see it there? I think that's another coin. Is it? Yep, it is, yep, I think. 99% sure. Get my glove off. Oh god. It's a thick one actually. Wonder, I don't think it's like a milled coin, I don't know. Ooh, who's that? No, that do you know what? I'm going to go back and clean this because it almost looks Roman. This will be my very first Roman coin at this permission. Could be. Don't know. I'll go back, clean this one and clean the other one I got earlier. Wicked. I've had a clean. There's my Victoria one. The one I just found it's not a Roman coin. It's probably going to be another farthing, but it's absolutely wrecked. And the one I found just before the florin is a 1909 Edward farthing. I don't know if it, yeah, you can just about see the date at the bottom there. I'll give it a bit of a soak later, you can just make out his head. Yeah, that one is well too far gone. Well too far. And there's the big shiny thing. Too much shine. Yeah, look at her. Doesn't she look great? Yeah. Cool, right. It's getting better, it's getting better. It's a very slow start, but it's getting better. Well, I think it's nothing. I'm going to keep it anyway. It doesn't appear to have a hole all the way through, I don't think. I thought it was like a spray adapter for a bit of farm equipment, but unsure at the moment. It's probably modern rubbish, but yep, I dug it out, so I'm going to hold on to it until I get home. Looks like some sort of a pipe would go over it, but we'll see. We will. Now the question is this the biggest musket ball I've ever found, or I don't know. I don't know if it's hit something and that's why it's flat on the bottom, or if it was some sort of lead plug, or interesting either way. I would almost say it was a lead plug, but I don't know. It's big though. Okay, right, I'm going to carry on. It's very, very quiet now. I'm not really finding anything, so it's been a good hour and I haven't found a thing, so I've got a few hours left. Let's keep it. I don't know what this is, but I wasn't going to dig it, but I thought it was a bit of rubbish, but I don't think it is. Maybe it was that way, and it's folded. Almost looks like there's something on it. I can't really tell. It's a bit bright actually at the moment, but I'm not complaining. Yeah, I can't see it on the camera because of the sun, but I think there's definitely something on that. That'd be worth a clean up. Could be another bit of strap end or something. Not entirely sure. But we'll find out later. Well, I've got another what I would call surface find. Just scraped the top with my boot. And that was definitely on the surface, I think. That's a bit, looks like it's been in the sun. I'm going to say that's a coin, or some sort of token. That is so thin. I'm not even going to try and get that off because that's crusty on there. I had one like this, and it turned out to be a Charles I. What's it called? Rose farthing, I think. Not far from this spot, actually. Not really. That's old. It's definitely old. Whether I can get anything of it, or whether my flow will be able to, because I'd say that'd be worth handing in. That's yeah, oldie woldy. Cool. I've just smashed this one of these big clumps of mud open, like I have been, and that's in the middle. Ooh. Yep. There's markings on that. If that's going to focus, I can't tell because the sun's on the screen. Yep, there's definitely stuff on that. That's a token, or One of those rose farthings. The last one I've got is this sort of size. I'm not even going to touch that with anything. Maybe soak it a bit later, see if that dirt comes off. That's tiny. Well, that's awesome. That's old. That's very old. Very, very old. It'd be probably the oldest thing I found today. Similar to the one I've just found literally 5 minutes ago. That's cool. That's very cool. Right, let's crack on in this lovely sunshine. So here we have possibly another one. The last one was literally right behind my back, but I've got things like this to contend with, big pieces of iron laying around, and I'm lucky that I'm picking up the signals. But I'm going to break this open carefully. I'm just going to turn you off a second, because there could be another one stuck in there. Well, I've cleaned it as much as I want to clean that, but I'm pretty sure that is another very thin rose farthing. That's 3 within 10 minutes. I can see something on this side. It's not a button. It looks to have marks on it. Like, cool. Right, I'm gonna be very careful with all of these, and try and avoid crap like that. It's everywhere. Still, what?